Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 143 of the FIFA 17 My Player Career, and as you know we have just joined our new club Manchester United after spending a season in Italy with Juventus, where we spent the whole season actually unbeaten in the league. So a pretty decent season there at Juve. But now we are back in the Premier League, as I said, with Manchester United. We're just going through the players here to see who is still here and if there's any new players here as well. They have had a few changes and a few players have come in, but still, as you can see, there are still some of the usual United players here too. We've got Anthony Martial still here, Jesse Lingard. Who else have we got here? Januzaj still here, surprisingly. Vincent Janssen's here. He must have joined from Tottenham. Memphis Depay, he's still at United. Koulibaly's joined United as well. Is Pogba still here? Did we already go past Pogba? I don't know. But Marcus Rashford is still at Manchester United. A couple of youngsters in here as well, of course. Chris Smalling and Keita. So we've got quite a few decent players here, which is nice to see. Hopefully we can gel well pretty soon. Lacazette's here at Manchester United still. 34 years old now. Ander Herrera, Darmian. And I think that's about it. And as you can see, the first game of the season, it is the Manchester Derby. And so let's try and win this one. It is Kai's debut, of course. Can he get a goal on his debut in the Premier League for Manchester United against Manchester City? Be a great way to start the season, beating our biggest rivals in the league right now. But let's see how we get on then. The game is underway. The sun is shining on the debut day. And first game of the season. Who's going to come out on top? It is Kai. I think we play with just one striker as well here at Manchester United. So it's going to be a little bit of a change, tactical wise, than we played at Juventus. So hopefully we can still push forward and get as many goals as we can. We got 37 league goals last season with Juventus. I don't think we'll be hitting that kind of tally here in the Premier League, especially being the only striker. But you never know. We'll see if our midfielders can push on and try and assist us going forward. But so far, no goals. 15 minutes gone. Still Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. Here's Daniel Podence. Gives it to Kai. Kai running forward now, trying to find some space. He gets that space. Waiting for a run. Is there going to be a run on for the friend to play the ball through to? He does. He finds first in Mensah, who taps it through, and it is Daniel Podence who scores the first goal of the new season. The first goal as Kai's been here, and there we go, the first goal of the game. 1-0 to Manchester United, and what a great way to start the new season. Hopefully we can either hold on to this lead or even build on it. But that was a goal, nice goal there. Actually megged the goalkeeper there as well. So nice little finish there from Podence. First goal of the season from him. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing more from him throughout this season. Anthony Martial trying to find Kai there in the area. Unfortunate not to get on the end of that one. But Kai does win possession back here for Manchester United. And he cuts it back across the middle. But the defender was fastest there. And he gets the ball clear. Goes out of play for a corner. So it's still a chance here for United. Here's Anthony Martial. Needs to turn to get this cross in. Andreas finds Kai. Kai couldn't turn fast enough though. He picks up the ball just outside the air. Takes the shot off, but not enough power at it. Goalkeeper reads it and he throws the ball clear. Kai currently on a 7.7 rating now as we jump into the second half. Been a little bit quiet actually since we did score that goal in the first period. And City are even looking forward to try and get themselves an equalising goal here. They're attacking on that far side. Is Iniacho. Got to be careful, don't want to take him down. Shot comes in, but David De Gea was there and he parries it out for a Manchester City corner. So got to be careful. Come on United, keep this one out. 15 minutes remaining, still leading by 1-0. And if Kai can go all the way through here, past that last man, he's going to be one-on-one with a keeper. He can't. Oh, but he's stolen it. And again, he still can't get there. Barrera, it is. Great defending from him. Keeps Kai away. And I'm sure if Kai went one-on-one there with a goalkeeper, it probably would have won. It probably would have been the second goal of the game. But it wasn't to be. Still time there to get that second goal. Hopefully it's not from Manchester City though. Good defending there from United. And now Pogba plays the ball forward. So Pogba still is at the club, which is good to see as well. I'm hoping that he can assist Kai going forward, as well as pushing it on himself to try and get Kai some assists. And there is the final whistle. So first game of the new season in the Premier League with our new club. Wasn't able to get a debut goal or an assist, but we did finish the game with a 7.9 rating. We got the victory as well, so 3 points there for Manchester United. Let's have a quick look then at the league table after one game, and look at the top of the table. Sunderland, Aston Villa, then Southampton, Spurs, and then there are us, 5th place, Manchester United. And Manchester City down in the bottom 3, which is always nice to see now that we are at United. Now we're going to jump straight into the second game of the season. We are away from home and we're playing our all blue kit with the red trim. Can we get our first goal in a United shirt today? I'm feeling a little bit confident. Let's see what we can do. We've got Anthony Martial starting as well. He's playing on that left side for United. Pogba is in the side too, which is obviously to be expected. But it is Wolverhampton Wanderers who are having all the early possession here. And still going forward. Get the ball away. Well played. We do win possession, and now a chance to get away and maybe push forward for an early goal. Would be nice to get an early goal, especially if it's from the feet of Kai. And here it, oh, I was going to say here is Kai, but good interception there from Wolves, and now they get the ball clear for themselves. So still 0-0. Trying to apply a little bit of pressure here. 7 minutes in, and we do win the ball back. Here is Podence, who scored the first goal and the only goal of the season so far for Manchester United. And that's a beautiful through ball there from Kai. The shot comes in, unlucky, but great vision there from Kai. He saw the run on and unlucky not to get that ball into the back of the net. So onwards we go. 25 minutes played. Still Wolves holding Manchester United to this 0-0 score right now. But here is Anthony Martial. Mensah plays the ball forward for... who is that? Oh, I'm not sure, but he's played it nicely through. Can we get on here? And he plays it through. Kai's there in some space on the edge of the 6-yard box. And there we go. He gets his first goal in a Manchester United shirt with his, obviously, his new haircut as well. He had all his hair shaved in the summer. And boom. Couldn't miss from there. Look at that. Beautiful goal. And there is number 1 for the season. How many do you think he's going to get? I think we should give him a tally as we normally try and aim for each season. I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're going to be hitting 37 league goals. Not like we did for Juve. But I say 20 goals. 20 goals for Manchester United in the league will be a pretty decent feat there. Some pretty decent achievement as well. Oh, that one nearly bounced into the back of the goal. But the defender rushed back and cleared it off the line for Wolves. So score still 1-0. Looking to get the cross in. Can he get that cross in? The shot comes in. Another one. Podence tees it up. And again, good defending from Wolves. They are keeping the ball out right now. A lot of blocks going in there. We do have ourselves a corner. Approaching the hour mark. Still 1-0 to Manchester United. Corner gets swung in. Kai knocks it on. And the shot is there. And it's in the far post. Just crept into that far post. Doubling Manchester United lead. 2-0. Just over half an hour remaining, and I think that is going to be the 3 points for United. And so far, so good in this new Premier League season. 2 wins out of 2, I think it's going to be. And can we do exactly what we did with Juve last season and go the whole season unbeaten? That would be absolutely fantastic for Kai. 2 unbeaten seasons in the league. I don't think anybody can say they've ever done that before. But there is the second goal. It's his first goal of the season there for Seydou. And we've got less than half an hour to play. Manchester United are in possession, looking for a third in this match. As Kai plays it forward there for Anthony Martial, the Frenchman, pushing forward. He's got one man on him. Gives it to Kai. Kai nicely cut inside there. If he just needs to tee it back, he does. And that is a smart finish. Kai gets an assist. Paul Pogba is with a finish. It's Pogba's first goal of the season. Good little bit of solo play as well there from Kai. He got through 2 defenders. Teed it up on the edge of the 6-yard box for Paul Pogba, and there we go. 3-0 now to Manchester United. Just over 10 minutes to play, and we're just waiting for that final whistle. Unless we can push forward here for a 4th goal. It's Kai trying to dribble his way through, and he's actually been taken down. So it is going to be a United free kick, and it's going to be Kai steps over this one, swings it into the area, and Pogba tees it up, shot comes in. Ooh, just wide of the far post there for Fosu Mensah. I actually used Mensah as the silver card in this weekend league. And he played pretty well actually. He got a few goals as well. And let's see if he's going to get a goal for us in this series. I'm sure he will. He is a pretty decent player. He's like a cheap man's Paul Pogba. As Pogba himself actually goes close there with a shot. Probably had more time to take on that, but he decided to hit it first time. And unluckily, just goes wide of the Wolves goal. So Kai currently on a 9.6 rating. He's had a pretty decent game. It's actually gone down to 9.5 now. As the corner gets swung in. Oh, unlucky. Poor pass there. But if somebody got on the end of it, I'm sure it would have been a nice one. As Phil Jones has just taken down the Wolves player. Is it Livermore? I might have read that wrong, but I think it might have been Livermore. But it is Phil Jones, the Manchester United captain for the day. He's picked up a yellow card later on. And Wolves are going to have one last chance to get themselves a consolation goal. I can't see them scoring, but we need to get this ball away. It's going to go out of play for a Wolves corner, in fact. I thought it was going to be a goal kick there for a second, but it is a corner. So one last chance here for Wolves to get anything from this game. Well, they're not going to get anything from it, but they might get themselves a goal. But they're not going to now because the final whistle blows. Kai's the last touch of the game. He finishes the game with a man of the match performance, 9.5 rating. He did pick up his first Manchester United goal and 2 assists. So a good performance from him. Good performance from United. That is also 2 wins out of 2 so far in this Premier League season, which is a perfect start. Keeps us pushing towards the top of the table, of course, even if we are not there already. But we have been chosen for the upcoming England World Cup qualifier games against, who was that? Portugal and Switzerland, I believe it was. I might have read that wrong. But let's go into the third and final game in today's episode. Then once this game is over, we do have the transfer window closing, so we'll check out who exactly has bought who in the Premier League, see how much has been spent, and see if Manchester United are going to be making any more changes before the window actually closes. We are playing Southampton. As you can see right now, we are back at home at Old Trafford. And here is Podence, the scorer of the first Manchester United goal of the season. Can he get his second in today's game? Kai's looking for his second goal of the season as well. And here he is, just outside the area. Goes for the shot, but as that went through, it did take a deflection off the defender. And took all the power off it and goes straight into the hands of the Southampton goalkeeper. And onwards we go into the second half. It's been a pretty quiet and boring game, this one. The sun isn't shining, as you can see. Just over an hour played and it's still 0-0. Not many chances to speak of, in all honesty. Hopefully that changes though in this final 25 minutes. Southampton are in possession right now. Manchester United are trying to apply a little bit of pressure, trying to win this ball back in the Southampton half. Can we do that though? No, we cannot. Not right now. As David plays the ball forward, but his pass was intercepted. Now Kai's waiting for the run, plays it through. A chance here, the shot comes in, and a poor shot that was. Should have at least had that one on target there, but Anoma should have really done better. And Kai, of course, would have got the assist for that as well. As that cross comes in towards nobody. Cleared away. It's going to go out of play here for a Manchester United throw. Less than 10 minutes to go. Kai currently on a 7.7 rating. If he can try and grab himself a goal in this last 10 minutes, no doubt that rating will jump up into the higher 8s or possibly the 9s. As Memphis Depay goes through, and the goalkeeper just stood there, wasn't expecting that finish at that near post. But finally, Manchester United break the deadlock. And look at that, nobody was expecting that one. The shot at that near post, boom, beautiful vision there from Depay. And the goalkeeper, as I said, he wasn't expecting that one. Good goal, first goal of the season there for him. And now I think that is going to be the third win of the season out of 3 games. The perfect start here for Manchester United. And no doubt we will be at the top of the table, depending on other results, of course. We're into the final minute of this match. 3 minutes of added time to play. But that is about up right now. But we're still looking to double our lead. Here is Marcus Rashford. He shoots near post and somehow he gets it into the back of the Southampton goal. The goalkeeper actually made a touch on that, but not enough to keep it out. It bounced underneath him into the back of the net. And there we go. 2-0 for United. And Marcus Rashford getting his first goal of the season. Kai finishing the game there with an 8.1 rated. And as I promised, we do have the transfer window to close now before we do end this episode, and we're going to jump straight into the last couple of hours, and then we'll check out exactly who has spent what. And we've got 2 hours to go, so let's get this last hour done, and then we can go through all these teams. Let's get back to the start though. We want to start with Arsenal, of course, and then we'll just scroll through them. Right, Arsenal spent 75 million on Nunes, and no idea if he's going to be any good, but no doubt we'll come up against him in the season. Chelsea spent some money on Lindelof there, and also got rid of a couple of players. Crystal Palace spent 30 million Not too much dealings there from Everton or even anything from Leicester City. Liverpool spent almost 20 million. And Manchester United coming up, of course. They spent 55.5 million on Kai. Only brought in 15 million. I was hoping they'd bring in a few more players, but never mind. Newcastle spending 25 million. And Tottenham spending nothing. £15 million there from Stoke. So I think that is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.